So tell us, you know, you're filming in Vancouver, of course, Once Upon a Time, a huge hit show that's on this network. Lots of people love it. What's it like coming to Vancouver? Because you're from the States.
I'm from San Diego originally, and the weather there is way different than the weather here.
I want to get a job in San Diego. That's going to be the easiest job is sunny. You know, it's
30
sunny
degrees
and warm.
Celsius all the time.
This may sound weird, but personally, I like the weather of San Diego more. I mean, the weather of here more than I like the weather of San Diego.
You do?
I like the cold, and I don't really necessarily like the rain, but I love the snow.
Oh, wow.
So,
And you were up in Whistler, right,
Yes.
for Thanksgiving? How was that?
I went to Whistler. It was really fun.
So, as we are, by the way, we're putting these toys back.
No,
we have to take them to
the
someplace.
big bird. I picked the big bird.
Jared's like, wait a second.
He's rocking.
Yeah.
For fans of Once Upon a Time, and as Norman mentioned, there are a lot of them watching this network.
Whoops.
Got it.
What's going on with your character? A little bit of a cliffhanger in the last episode,
Yes,
right?
it's the season 2 winter winter finale.
Winter finale,
so,
yes.
It's not a little cliffhanger, it's a huge cliffhanger.
Yeah, I underplayed it, but yeah, obviously, and there, I think
Hey, who's that guy?
There he is, right there. Your grandmother is now a big part of the issue on the show. So, okay. So you don't want to spoil us with any
don't
secret. No
spoil it,
spoilers.
but,
Okay.
Exactly.
Sounds good.
Is it really nice to work on the show now knowing that it's a big hit and a lot of people are watching it? You got a lot of fans out there,
it's really amazing working on something so big, but I don't really notice it because all of my friends just think of me as Jared. They don't really think of me as
That's kind of nice, too, right?
That's nice.
Yeah,
that keeps you grounded.
That's okay. Yeah.
So you won your 3rd straight SAG award the other night. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
You like going to the award shows?
Yeah, the SAG Awards are definitely my favorite award shows to go to. And you know, one of my traditions is to always have a dance-off with the Glee kids afterwards. And let's just say I had a little wardrobe malfunction.
I heard about that. Didn't you tweet it out or something?
I did tweet it out, and it's funny because Harry Shum, his shirt popped open, like all his buttons flew off, and then I just decided to one-up him, and I ended up ripping my pants. You know,
early in the night or towards the end?
well, the sad part was I heard a rip and didn't know where it was coming from. Then I walked around the rest of the night, and yeah, I was hoping it would go viral like Sophia's did, but
no,
guess not. No, I guess I wasn't showing enough skin.
No. Let that be a lesson.
Yes.
Always show more skin. And you worked the day before, right?
They put me to work. They made me roll out the red carpet. Me and Rico, they put us to work. We're like out there hot and sweaty trying to push this giant carpet. But it was really fun because we got to go inside and there was little cardboard cutouts of where everybody was going to be sitting. So me and Rico took turns trying to pick up cardboard Amanda Seyfried and stuff. She seemed interested.
She was interested in you?
Yeah.
Is that your new? I thought it was Emma Stone.
You know what? I got tired of waiting on Emma. You know, I have to be free. I just thought I would move on. And you know, that smirk on her face totally said, "If only he was 4 years older."
Yeah. Well, in a little while, it won't matter. Like, you know, once you're 20, the 4 years won't matter.
Yep.
Seriously, the older you get, that 4 years just it seems like just a year or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, just hold on.
Got it.
All right, good.
Now, this was a big break for you. You had done commercials, but this was your first time of really being on an episodic show. And I think it was your first audition, am I correct?
Parenthood was not my first audition.
Okay.
But it was my first TV show audition. So it definitely was a big deal. I had to step up my game because I had only been doing commercials and print, so I had to bring out a little more. And I booked it, and it was very exciting because it was my first TV show, and I booked it, and it was a big deal.
You know, some people would say it's pretty extraordinary to think that you go out for the first time to be on television and you get it. And what was your reaction when you heard the news?
It was amazing. I definitely think that not every child actor has the experience to get booked a lot of things, but I definitely do think that I'm lucky to be here.
Yeah. You're just 11 years old.
Yeah.
And when my mom was growing up, she used to tell me how lucky I was because I had 2 cultures and 2 languages.
Right.
Now, you come from a very interesting background. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, I am a 3rd Mexican, a 3rd Ecuadorian, and a 3rd Cuban, so I'm all
You're a
around the world.
threefer.
Yes. And I speak a little bit of Spanish, but my main language is English. And I grew up here in South Pasadena, pretty close to here. And my name, Xolo, it's Nahuatl, which is Aztec, and it means the dog star, which you might know as the North Star, the brightest star in the universe. So that's cool.
That's very romantic.
Now, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but one of the reasons I wanted to have Max on too is because, you know, you're an actor, people know you, but you're also sponsoring the charity. Did you know that I'm one of the founders of the charity that you support?
Yeah, I know.
Children's Miracle Network. Because of cute kids like you. Yeah. So, what do you do to help Children's Miracle Network?
Well, I do a charity birthday every year, and we give money. See, we each choose a foundation. And since I'm almost turning 8, I'm thinking of a foundation.
But you know what I love about you is some of the first paychecks you did, you give it back to the kids. I know, that's so sweet. And you do that, why? Because you know what it feels like to be in those hospitals.
I know. I mean, just for my surgery. I mean, if I didn't raise money, I wouldn't have that great of time in there. So.
Oh, you're so. Now you love sports, right?
I love sports.
And what is your favorite sport?
Baseball and soccer.
And I heard, what is the team that you love? You love the, what are they, Chelsea Football Club Foundation? Is that right? Okay. What do you love?
There's no F in.
What is your favorite thing about Chelsea?
I don't know.
Well, there you go. You know, I love honesty. You know, it's just kind of you like them or you don't, right?
The colors, I don't know. The players, I started on video games because I was stuck at home for most, and it's just a team I like grew into.
You just kind of there was just an attraction.
I just played them once, and I just kept playing them
on the video game.
And I heard it lots of times, so I memorized them. So
you kind of did.
One of the things, Danielle, that I learned from reading your blog is that you had to cut your hair when you were hired for All My Children. Was that something that you were nervous to do? Because we see on TV a lot of people don't like to cut their hair.
It wasn't something really hard for me to do because they didn't cut it. When I cut my hair, they only cut it like 1 or 2 inches. So 2 inches. So it was just like a small trim.
1 or 2 inches. My gosh, I don't think I would have any hair left. So your hair must have been really long to begin with.
Yeah, I have really long hair.
Now, we're talking about hair. Something else that I learned, and I hear this from a lot of people, is that the most fun place to hang out when you're working on a soap is in the hair and makeup room. Why is that so fun in there?
I think it's really fun in the hair and makeup room because all the actors get to hang out, and that's why it's really fun because you just get to like chat and have fun in there.
Is it a lot of silliness that goes on in there?
What goes on in there? We just we do hair and makeup in there, of course. And I always my hairdresser always likes to do braids and stuff. So we always talk about like different types of like hairstyles, and it's just be really fun, I guess. And I got to see everybody, and we really talk about like what was going on in our lives.
Okay. I guess I don't know. I mean, you must have a whole lot to talk about. You're so young, but I'd imagine that there's a lot of exciting stuff that goes on.